Hi guys. I'm my face is naked because I got distracted. We were playing with the baby goslings that just hatched. So I spent an extra 20 minutes playing with the babies instead of putting my makeup on. So I'm going to put my makeup on in front of you guys. Because that's what I'm going to do. And drink coffee. Nisha's been doing it a whole lot lately. So I'm just going to copy Nisha. She's been doing it since before it was a thing. And I'm going to start doing it now that it's a thing, I guess. And we're placing our order for these cups, the ones that say steak in a cup on the back, today. We were going to place it yesterday, and then the internet, our internet. So if you want one of these cups, today's the last day to order. I do not need the money right now. We're just going to place our bulk order, and then when they come in and we go to ship it, that's when we will take payment. So if you want one, then let me know. And I'll get you one. And there's different colors too. At first, when we went to order, they said that they all had to be one color. Now they're saying that they can be different colors. So we were super excited about that. I'll have to go over this like 18 more times, but that's okay. So the colors you can get are stainless steel, seafoam green, black, white, corporate red, corporate blue, pink, and offshore blue. So those are the ones we're going to get. And I'm just waiting on a few more people to tell me what they want. If you do not tell me what you want, I'm just going to order you black because I figured that's safe, kind of, sort of. Okay. That was Physicians Formula that I've literally had for like 8 years. I probably really need to go get another one. It's probably like really, really, really old. And then the Babe Blue blush. This is Flush. That's what color that is. I was putting on some of my other Babe Blue eyeshadow. I dropped it and it shattered all over the floor. So now I'm going back to my old junky makeup until I get more. So, yeah, that's open. Even this one's like sliding out. Hi. Go back in there, you thing. Come on. So what's up with you guys? Does anyone want to see a baby gosling? Let me know if you want to see a baby gosling. And I'll have someone go fetch me a baby gosling as I paint on my eyebrows. It's the second time you guys get to watch me do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were playing with goslings and then also Blaze. Yeah, of course. And then I was also unboxing all of my Norwex stuff. It's funny. I started doing that. Hi, good morning. And the kids came out. They were like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm opening up all the Norwex stuff. They were like, what's this? What's this? They got all excited about cleaning stuff. I was kind of happy. Okay, I gotta text a person and say, bring me a gosling. That's what I gotta do. I don't know if my husband's right outside the door. Can you bring me a gosling, please? They are so adorable and so fluffy. Okay, so for those that don't know, my turkeys went gangster. Y'all have probably seen my turkeys before in some of the clips or on Instagram. They went crazy. They developed what's called a breeding pod. And they decided that they are the only things on the property that should be breeding. Yeah. So they started attacking my ducks, and they killed 3 ducks and injured 3 more. And one of them we can't find. I have no idea where she is. So I'm kind of hoping that she like flew away. Like, please just fly away, be safe, sweet friend. So we can't find her. We don't know where she is. So I had 3 ducks in my bathtub for a while and a couple, like probably like 7 hours. And it smelled too much like a barnyard. So we moved the ducks downstairs. We put blue coat on them and antiseptic spray to keep them from getting infected. And just moved the ducks back outside and reunited with them with their other ducky friends, who hopefully it hasn't been too long for them to be apart, and hopefully the trauma wasn't too much between everything that happened. So we're going to see how they do being reintegrated. We're probably going to go get more ducks to replace our ducks. I'm done with the turkeys. The turkeys are gone. I contacted the people we bought the house from that own all the deer. And I said, yeah, if you want turkeys, you better come get them now. If they're not gone by noon, they're going in my pot. So he came and he got turkeys. And the turkeys are gone, going to be dealt with because they were starting to attack Richard and me and the kids. So not cool. It was horrible. We went out. My daughter went out one morning because she always goes out and feeds the animals, and came running back in screaming for Richard. And so he ran downstairs, and one of the turkeys just has blood. And they're white turkeys too. One of the hens had blood all down her front from ripping the neck out of one of the ducks. Y'all, farm life is not for sissies. Oh my gosh. So my eyebrows, I'll show you guys what I'm using. I got this from Walmart. Yeah. Because it was cheaper. I am going to put my brush away in an old one. I don't actually use this. But I like brushes less than I like the sponge applicators. How weird is that? I'm completely backwards. This is the palette that I'm using. This came from Walmart. I did this as the base. This is the eyelid. This was my eyebrows. And then the crease as well. And then that's the highlighter that I used. So Milani, and that's in Partner in Crime as I talk about my gangster turkeys. Fantastic. So that's that one. I like the Bay Blue, this stuff, but I dropped it and I broke it. So I just went back to a different palette. I'm still kind of playing with that kind of stuff. But yeah, and then I use these guys, the Eco Tools. I got them from Walmart as well. And I use the angle brush to do my eyebrows. I just paint it in. And it honestly stays all day. It does a pretty good job. It is what it is. Whatever. But I did, oh my gosh, I found the coolest, what's this? Mascara. Like, I have been trying forever to find it's junk, y'all. It's not clean. It's just not. I haven't found a good clean one yet. Ooh, duck for breakfast. I love it. Do y'all use these? I know a lot of people are like, oh, those are so bad for you. I'm like, well, that's unfortunate because I use it every day. Oh, I should do this a little bit easier so I can actually see what I'm doing. I need to get a mirror. There we go. Ooh, I need to pluck my eyebrows, y'all. Look like a bush woman. So I'll show you this. So cool. First of all, it says angel on it. So I had to try it. And it's purple. I had to try it. This is Maybelline, New York. I don't even know. It just says push up angel. So I tried it. One of the things, and I always get waterproof mascara because you never know when I'm going to cry. You just never know. And so I always use waterproof mascara. But I've noticed a lot of waterproof mascaras make my eyelashes stick straight out. So they look ridiculous. So this one I love, but check out this brush. It's so cool. It's teeny tiny. And it's only on one side and it's curved. So the whole other side has nothing on it. How crazy is that? And I actually love it. So this is the waterproof, the very black. Oh, I didn't curl my eyelashes enough. Oh well. But I was like, you know what? That's actually kind of cool because then it doesn't waste a whole lot of product in the other side of the brush. So I don't know. I really liked it. It was just kind of different. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, so I'm drinking coffee. For anyone who wants to order, I'm gonna repeat this a bunch of times, guys. I'm sorry. Who wants to order one of these cups with steak in a cup on the back printed? I think they're going to be about $50. They're not. They keep going back and forth with the pricing. It depends on how many we place. I'm placing the order today. And I don't need payment right now. I won't need payment until they come in, and then we're going to ship them to you. Then I will take payment then. So if you want one of those, let me know. There are also color options, which I thought was really kind of cool. Stainless steel, seafoam green, black, white, corporate red, corporate blue, pink, and offshore blue. So if you want one of those, let me know. I already did that. I don't know if anyone's going to bring me a Gosling. I did text, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I might have to go stand over at the door and yell at someone. Cassidy's downstairs singing Encanto. Have you all seen that? Or are you just like all the Encanto songs are stuck in your head? My poor husband's actually getting tired of all the Encanto songs. I just keep singing them because I like them. I might have to go yell at someone. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if you guys can hear me very well. Oh, no, good. It's not plugged in. I was like, I'm not talking into the thing. Hey, babe. I might have to call him on the phone. Don't know if he heard me. Nope, he didn't hear me. Okay. I go yell at my husband to bring me a goose. Is there a way for me to share my screen? I don't know if there is. So if you go to Yeti.com and look up those colors, then you should be able to see them. Hang on, I'm going to go yell at my husband real quick. Babe, I texted you. Bring me a goose. His face. It's like, I texted you. He looked at me all scared and I was like, bring me a goose. Yeah, I wish that there was a way for me to like share my screen. I don't think there is. I don't know how to do that, y'all. I'm not that special. I go to Yeti.com and then you should be able to look through all of those colors. So it'll have my logo on it, Carnivore's Angel logo etched into it. And then on the back, it'll say steak in a cup in big bold letters. How often do I update my weight? Y'all, my weight is fun right now. So I think, part of my update, about to make a ribeye and guacamole for your first meal. I need to go put a sirloin on. That's what I need to do. We have ribeyes. They're so fatty. Like, I'm not wanting the fat right now. I just want something. Ooh, I hear voices. Put on my jewelry while I listen for voices. There's a baby.
Bring a Gosling and not a goose. How about that?
You're going to bring me a goose. Hello, buddy. Yeah? These just hatched 24 hours ago?
No.
What? Really? Yeah. Oh, you are so cute and fluffy. So fluffy. Look at these feet. They're actually quite a bit bigger than ducks. Aren't you? Yeah. You gonna go back now? Yeah. Okay. Okay, buddy. You're so stinking cute. We only ended up with 3. We got 6 eggs. 2 of them didn't develop at all. One of them started to develop and then stopped. So we're only about 50% on the Goslings. But I've heard that they are way harder than anything else to hatch. Yeah, no, I can say that because we hatched 75% on the emus. Just got blurry. Of course I did because I have crappy internet. I'm sorry that I got blurry. Probably right when there was an adorable Gosling on there. Okay, so now back to my weight, the weight question as I attempt to put my necklace on. My weight is fun right now. I got on the scale. So I woke up this morning at 6 because I heard like one of the roosters outside, and I didn't go to bed till like midnight last night. It was really late, way too late. So I woke up at 6, went to the bathroom, took some medicine for my neck. That's a whole nother story. I will tell you about that in just a minute. And just for kicks and giggles, I got on the scale. I was like, I'm curious. What am I at 6 o'clock in the morning? 166 pounds. I was like, dang. Okay. That sucks. Hi, Nisha. I just did my makeup in honor of you on camera. I haven't been doing it as long as you, but yeah, I had to do it in honor of you. How about that? So, and you just missed the Gosling. I should probably have him bring it back up, shouldn't I? Be like, hey, bring it back. So, oh, Neely, you're here too. Hi. Oh, I missed you too. Hi. Hello, darling. So, got on the scale this morning at 6 o'clock. I was 166. I was like, what the heck? So, went back to sleep. Bella came and got in bed with us. She has sleeping dust in her hair, I think. 3 hours later, my eyes popped open. I was like, oh, whoops. So, got back on the scale. I was down 3 pounds. Now, I weighed myself twice this morning to make sure that I was actually 166. I was like, that is so cool. So, when we say that sleep is super important, Like a lot of what happens in your body happens when you are sleeping. So, making sure that you are prioritizing your sleep and getting enough, like I cannot even emphasize this enough, that sleep has a lot to do with your health. Honestly, like almost it's right up there with diet. Like it really, and stress management, that's another one that has so much to do with your health and can affect things like your weight. So, now as for my neck, actually, I'm taking pain medicine right now. I never, ever take pain medicine. And at first, I thought it was bromide detox because of the iodine. So I stopped the iodine. I started salt loading. I didn't really notice much of a difference at all. Like I've been to the chiropractor 3 times in the past 3 days. I don't think, how many calories does sleep? I don't know. A lot. So I was like, maybe it's the bromide detox. So I started doing lots of salt because the salt loading and all the companion nutrients, and nothing changed. And I was like, I don't know what it is. What happened? Yeah. And then I remembered, I think I fell asleep laying on Richard's chest and my head was all like kinked over to the side. And when I woke up, it was in this funky position. And I think I slept like that for like 5 hours. And so I've been dealing with that. Like it's bad enough that I have to take medicine right now. It's insane. I went to the chiropractor and he was like, you are so messed up. He's like, what did you do? And then I figured out, he's like, did you sleep in a weird position? I was like, I don't think yeah, I did. So that was totally a bad thing. My bad. Let me see. So what else? What else do I need to talk about, guys? But yeah, so my weight. 163 right now because I don't know, because that's what it is. And yeah, I'm okay with that because I'm 5'8", and my body is going to do what my body's going to do. Let me see. It seems like there was something else I was going to talk about. Oh, if you all didn't see, I did an interview with Kim Howerton. Did y'all see that thumbnail? I actually messaged her. I was like, are you okay with this? Because like I died when I made this thumbnail. And I didn't, but she's like flipping me off. Well, she wasn't flipping me off, but she actually flipped off the camera when we were doing our interview. And I died. So I pulled it and I blurred it out. And I was like, are you okay with this? Like, I'm not going to put this up unless you're okay with it. And she was like, oh yeah, I'm okay with it. She goes, if people can't handle that, then they are not my people. I was like, yeah, you are my people. So Kim, it was so much fun to do with Kim. And people have requested Nisha, Kim, and possibly Nurse Cindy for another girlfriends get together video. So we'll see if we can make it happen. Every one of those three is like super busy. So we'll see if we can do it or not. Okay. Let me see. What else? There's gotta be something else. I hope my internet's good. It still says I haven't lost anything, so I should be good. I love Kim. And honestly, that was our first time meeting virtually, albeit, but that was our first time meeting. I can see why Nisha loves her so much because she's amazing. She's so much fun. Okay, I am also 5'8". Before keto, I was a very sickly 125. 2 years ago, went keto lifestyle, and I'm a healthy 140 optimal way of life. I think that's about where I should end up is 140, but I'm not going to push it. I'm going to let it happen when it happens, because when I start to get too focused on the scale, then bad things happen and my mental health suffers. So, and me being present for my babies and for my husband and even these crazy critters is more important than what the scale says. So it's going to happen when it happens. And I'm just going to be patient. I'll make changes, and I'm sure I'll do an experiment where I get rid of the coffee or I get rid of dairy or I do something, and we'll see how I feel. But I'm just going to take it slow and easy right now. Yeah, 125 for 5'8". That's a little too tiny. Blaze, I started to watch it last night and then I stopped when I realized it was 2 a.m. Yeah. Remember that whole sleep thing? Sleep is important. Yeah, you should do that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let me see. I'm trying to think of what else to update you guys with. 3 baby goslings. No more turkeys. I know that there's something. Oh, Richard applied for a job over at the Foundry. We're going to see if he gets that. Way closer to home, way less stress, way better everything. So that would be cool. He's actually starting to feel a lot better. So he will be able to do that. It's one of the reasons that he had to step away from the other one was he was just in so much pain. So I don't know what it was, but now he seems to be getting a lot better. He has decided he is not a good stay-at-home mom. He's like, I get too distracted. He's like, no, I'm not very disciplined at home. He's like, I want to go back to work. So he actually found his steel-toed boots and put them back on and put like his work outfit on. He was like, that was so comfortable. Like, I miss it. Like, yeah, you should do that. You should go back to it, honey. Got up at 11 a.m. So still 8 to 9 hours of sleep. Just need to go to bed earlier. I've been so bad about staying up with the kids because Cassidy and Noah are here right now. And with it being so cold and nasty outside, we've been playing games. We've been spending a lot of time with them. And so we have started watching more TV because normally we only watch TV on the weekends. We don't do anything else like that. It's just a specialty thing on the weekend. It's been so stinking cold and nasty, and you can only play these games so many times before you want to like rip your hair out. 8 years ago, I was 245 pounds and only 5 feet tall, 3 years of low carb, and I'm down to 145 and slowly losing. Wendy's one of my people. I love Wendy. Slowly losing. Slowly is okay. I think that honestly, sometimes slowly is the best way. And that's one of the reasons that I try to be as honest as I can with where I am in my journey, because I want you guys to see I'm not there yet. I'm not all the way done. Because if you remember back, if you look all the way back for Neely and Nisha and all these other people, if you look way back, you see how they were at the beginning. But we tend to forget. We always, like, whenever you think of both of them, you think of them as thin and you think of them as exactly where they are now. But that's not the way it is. So I'm kind of more in the middle of my journey. So I like showing that I am in the middle of my journey. I haven't arrived yet, to give hope to the people that haven't arrived yet. I'm doing this slow progression with you. And it's funny, I used to always tell Richard, I was like, I really, really wish that, just it was easy for me, not a big deal. And he's like, I don't. He's like, I'm glad that it's hard for you. He's like, because it's hard for a lot of people. Then Kim and I were talking about that. I think it was after and around like the recording, that there is a group of people, there is a good number of people who can just eat meat or eat low carb and get all the results that they want. Like she said, the prepackaged off the shelf. And it works for, some people, but we're finding that a lot of people are not that way. And so tweaking and figuring out who you best line up with for your body is really cool. Wendy, size 12 jeans sure beats a size 22. Amen, sister. Totally agree with you. What am I doing today? Oh, we have friends coming over today. The kids have friends coming over today. No, I have a friend coming over today too. No, I have a friend coming over. Then we go take Cassidy and Noah back to their mom's April 2nd. So everything's going to be really quiet and lonely. Bella will be excessively lonely. She misses them when they're gone. So she'll probably be popping in a whole lot more. Let me see. What else is there? Do you guys have any questions? It's like 30 degrees today, if even. Oh, and Nisha put up a cooking video with Beckett. You should go watch that too. She sent that out. What is it? It's cold. It's flipping cold. That's what it is. 28. The real feel is 14. Yeah. So I am so over it. Whoever is where it's warm, please go outside a few extra minutes for me. Soak up some sun. Oh, also, I don't know how much longer I'm going to deal with this, because it's driving me nuts. Like, it's seriously driving me nuts. I think I might not make it till summer before I chop it all off. Do you guys have a vote as to whether or not I grow it out or chop it off? I was gonna do, I don't know if I can show you guys. I wish I could share my screen. Is there a way to share screen when you're live on YouTube? I don't think there is. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull up some pictures to show you guys what I want to do with my hair. That's what I want to do. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Maybe you can see. You can kind of see a little bit. So like that. Like that. Super, super, super short. With all the curls on top. That's what it's snowing, Wendy? Seriously? So that's why I haven't cut my hair yet, because it's keeping my neck warm. But it's driving me crazy. Like, it's starting to drive me crazy. I think I'm going to chop it all off. After 3.5 years on this journey, I am steadily gaining. Isn't that weird? I'm 3.5 years in and I'm gaining. I get scared, but I have to remind myself that I am a human and eventually it will work out. Yeah, I think there has to be something about certain people in 3.5 years, because Richard did the same thing. He was gaining too. I don't know. I don't know what our bodies are doing. We didn't really change much. The stress level in my life has gone through the freaking roof. So it could just be that. The inflammation right now in my neck is pretty intense. So that could be it too. How is your stress? That would be the question. 51 in Maine. Wanting to get yours cut too. It has some body when it's shorter. It just hangs stick straight when it gets past my shoulders. Yeah, so this is actually curled. I have to actually curl the top, but not the bottom. So all of this stuff down here, because it's shorter, this is all completely natural. I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything to it. I did the products. Nisha just did a video on them. They're in a yellow can. They came from Walmart. I did those ones. Holy cow. Like, that stuff is amazing. So that's the bottom. And that's what the top would look like if it was shorter. But because it's getting so long and heavy on the top that now it just gets so weighed down that I have to stand in front of the mirror and curl it. And it takes me, it's like 8 minutes. It's not too long, but it's 8 minutes. So I'm thinking I'm just going to chop it off. 84 today in South California, Southern California. I'm not ready for summer. I do not miss the California summers. I got to tell you that. So we were like right on the border between Northern and Southern California. 122 the summer that we left. The summer just before we left, because we left in September. We were living in the RV. 122-degree weather. It was insane. It was horrible. I mean, at least I'm going to say this, and someone's probably going to slap me. It was a drier heat. It's not very humid over there at all. So that does help. It's not like when it was 120 in Florida. That was horrible. Jill, I am sorry. Yeah, no, it was horrible. I have to remind myself that it is working so much going on this last year on this lifestyle that the scale doesn't affect healing. I'm talking about that a lot, especially over in my group coaching, that your worth doesn't have anything to do with the Earth's gravitational pull on your body. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. Yeah, Texas summers, triple digits and humid. No. It gets muggy here and it's hot, but I don't even know. I think we might have gone up to like 100 last year, but not the 120s. It was so, I'm like, people, like, you can like boil a human at like 130 degrees. Let's not do that. It was horrible. Dry heat is so much better, but it's still hot. Yeah, I grew up in Arizona, close to Phoenix, and a couple hours away from Death Valley. Yeah, that's a dry heat. It's totally different. I didn't believe that till I lived in Florida. Okay, so I had several people tell me, yeah, chop my hair off. Yeah, Blaze, your hair is short. I should just do it because it's starting to, it's driving me nuts. No, I think I'm just going to do it because the other day I pulled my hair back and I was like, yep, I miss it. But yeah, I'm gaining weight. Okay, I'm going to keep eating right. I'm going to do what I'm going to do and let my body figure it out when it needs to. I'm actually going to get testing done to see like how my thyroid is doing and how everything else is doing, and see if there's anything else going on that I don't know about, because sometimes that's what's happening and that's why you can't make any progress. So I was going to do that, see how that is. Texas summer, 100 plus humidity. No, I'm good. Phoenix is where your sandals were melting. Yeah, living in Florida was terrible. That's why I live in Wisconsin. Like, winter sucks, but I actually much prefer winter over the heat. I know I'm weird. I'm backwards. Snowing and sleeting in Indiana. My daughter's in Indiana right now. That sounds like fun. I'll have to message her and be like, you're getting it and I'm not, huh? Do I think Redmond's organic salt is okay for low oxalate? If it's just the salt itself, then I would say absolutely. The seasoned salt is going to have a little bit more oxalates in it, but it's not going to be a ton. I think I would worry more about the veggies and the nuts that you're consuming if you're trying to be low oxalate. I don't worry too much about spices. And for some people, spices is the easiest way for them to be able to keep in some oxalate so that they don't dump too much. But yeah, I love Redmond's. I use it on everything, like everything. Am I gaining water weight or fat? What has changed for you? So honestly, I know that I do gain water weight. And those are the times that I'll go up like 2 pounds overnight. Like, there's no question to me that's water weight. But I do know that I have gained fat because when I go to like put on my pants, they do fit differently and it's consistent over days, weeks, months, and they are tighter. And see, now I have someone else telling me to grow it out. You're not helping me. You're not helping. Making it harder. But 70 to 60 degrees spring here. You know what, girl? Just enjoy it for me, okay? Every time I see your videos with your kids and you're outside, I'm so jealous. I'll get there, though. And I'm going to take you guys mushroom hunting again this year when we have all the mushrooms, when we get the cinnabar chanterelles. Oh my gosh, I got to learn more about some other mushrooms. There's another one that supposedly is all over up in our woods that's like $50 a pound. Morels? Was it Morels? I don't know. Let me look it up. Let me look. Let me see. No. That is morel. There we go. Morel mushrooms. Is it them? Yes. Yeah, morels. Apparently, we have a bunch of morel mushrooms that grow up behind our house on the property. We're going to go hunting for those too. I should come visit. I should. That would be so fun. Actually, Jules from Fit Girl Jules on Instagram has offered for me to go and stay there with her and go for a visit for a meat party. So we're working on setting that up right now. So I'm super excited about that. I'm also thinking about going to the keto, the keto, the low carb keto thing, where the keto awards are going to be. That's the thing. Because I saw the lineup of speakers. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to hear each and every one of them. And that would be so much fun. So if you guys haven't voted, you can still vote for the Keto Awards that goes through, I think it's the 28th. Nisha and I are competing against each other. Yeah, we're both in the same category. Are Kim and Ken like competing? I don't know. I bet they are for best educator because I think Kim is best educator. I don't know if Dr. Barry got nominated. I would assume Dr. Barry got nominated, but I haven't seen him say anything about it. Am I just not paying attention? There's a possibility of that. If I visit Neely, I have to do one live together. That would be so much fun. Oh my gosh. I should. Husband is starting a mushroom farm in your forested area on a oh my gosh. Like, so the people we bought the house from, she said that they have a dozen different kinds of edible mushrooms up in the forest back behind. And she's like, oh yeah, it looks like this. I'm like, I am not going to go out and pick mushrooms and bring them home and feed my kids. So I told her that sometimes she's going to have to like come with us and show us how to pick mushrooms and tell us what part of the year to pick the mushrooms in. So the cinnabar chanterelles were incredible. They were so good. Keep the morels a secret. Whoops. I kind of added myself on that one, didn't I? There are folks that will go anywhere that they hear there's something to be found. You might get strangers in my backyard. That's why I got 2 giant German Shepherds. Yeah. And they wander the property frequently. And they will let us know if there's someone out there that shouldn't be out there. What's really funny, the deer can tell when someone's in the forest back behind them, and they'll get the zoomies in their pen with their tails up. So if anyone's on the property, we know that someone's on the property, and that's when we'll go out with the dogs to go find if there's people. Which so far it's just been coyotes, which is why I don't let my dogs out by themselves when they're acting funny because I don't want to see that. So and why we keep up on the rabies and stuff like that too. So no, there's no morels here. I don't know what I'm talking about. My scale moved slow, took 2 years to lose 63 pounds, but mentally and with the iodine, brain fog is gone. So the iodine, oh yeah, I should give you guys an iodine update. I took a break because of the pain in my neck because I assumed it was bromide detox, but nothing I was doing was helping. Like none of the companion nutrients, none of the salt loading was helping. So, and at first I was only kind of like half doing the salt loading. So the concept behind the salt loading is that you're supposed to take 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I just put it in the palm of my hand, put it in my mouth on top of my tongue, and then drink a whole bunch of water to wash it down. And I usually can't even taste it because I couldn't get myself to drink like the salt water. It was killing me. So you do that. You're supposed to drink 2 cups of water with the salt every 30 minutes until the symptoms have resolved. So at first I wasn't doing it properly because I was like, well, if I drink that much, then I'm never going to eat because I already undereat anyway. So I'm not going to do that. So I just kind of like took the salt, but I didn't drink the water with it. Oh my gosh. Like my ankles were huge that night. They were so big. So then I did it properly with the salt and the water because the idea is that the water will help flush everything out and the salt's going to draw everything to your kidneys to be able to process out faster. I did that and didn't have the same swelling that I had because I kept up with the water but it still didn't make hardly anything of a difference. So that's when I was like, okay, I must have just tweaked something or pulled something. Taking all the companion nutrients, the vitamin C, selenium. We went and got Brazil nuts for the selenium and been doing fine with those. I eat like 4 of those a day. Vitamin C is hard though. It stinks because if you go get the vitamin C capsules from Walmart or wherever you're going to go get them, they're usually made from ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid, 99% of the time, is made from wheat. And ascorbic acid is actually just the outer shell of the vitamin C molecule. So vitamin C itself has like 5 components to it. 4 of them are on the inside, and then ascorbic acid is the outside shell, like the orange peel of the vitamin C molecule. So inside, there's other vitamins and nutrients, including vitamin J. Did you know that there's a vitamin J? It's inside of vitamin C. But so when you take vitamin C in the form of ascorbic acid, it's not a whole vitamin C molecule. It's parts of it. It's like been dissected. So I recommend that people, if you're going to take a vitamin C supplement, you take it in the form of, I'm going to say this wrong, acerola cherry, ASCEROLA, cherry, because it's powdered, dried, and encapsulated dried cherries, which have a really high content of vitamin C. Then that way it's the whole food. And then it's a whole food vitamin C and a chewable. Okay. But that's preferable. So I've been waiting on the vitamin C cherry powder to get here. And so I've been taking the crappy ascorbic acid vitamin C, and I haven't noticed any difference. So I'm waiting for that. Oh, and zinc. I took zinc as well. That actually think that kind of made the biggest difference. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. My neck is just jacked up. That's all I know. And it kind of sucks. So, high of 96 in Phoenix. I don't miss it. Nope, I don't miss it. Yeah, I want spring, I want summer, but yeah. Cups. Ordering the cups today. The Carnivore's Angel with steak and a cup on the back. If you want one, let me know. I don't want your money right now. We are going to place the order. And then when they ship them to us and I receive them, then I will get payment from everyone before I send them out. So if you want one, let me know like right now or email me, carnivoresangel@gmail.com. The colors you can get are stainless steel, seafoam green, black, white, corporate red, corporate blue, pink, or offshore blue. And they're probably going to be about $50 a cup with shipping. So we'll see. I thought we were getting enough selenium by eating keto and carnivore. So I'm reading Dr. Brownstein's book. Oh, I got to talk about that too. Oh my gosh. So I'm reading Dr. Brownstein's book. And in there, he says for some people, just like when we're unhealthy and inflamed eating standard American diet, you generally need more like vitamin C because vitamin C competes with carbohydrates. So when we're eating healthier, we do not need, okay, Mary wants an offshore blue. Okay. So when we are eating healthier, we do not need nearly as much vitamin C because it's not competing. Same thing with the selenium. It does compete with some other stuff and it helps in the detoxification of the bromide. And when your body is flooding with bromide because you're taking the iodine, it actually interferes with the selenium. And so this is where higher doses of selenium do become necessary to be able to combat the bromide detox and support your liver and your kidneys while you're detoxing. So, and Judy had said the same thing. She was like, I don't really think that us, in the low carb space need to do these supplements, but I have talked to many people who have found incredible changes with the iodine, the higher iodine. They feel great, but to get through the detox, they did add the companion nutrients and they felt better. So I can't discount that. I have to say that there must be something to it for some people. So for some people, you might be fine without the companion nutrients. For some people, you probably need them. Just like for some people, you don't need the extra iodine and you're perfectly fine without it. I mean, we're all different. So figuring out where I feel incredible with the higher doses of iodine. I do not feel incredible with the bromide detox, but for me, the mental clarity, everything has improved with the higher amount of iodine, but that's me personally. So you figuring out where you feel the best and always, always, always read the book first. Iodine Crisis is way better than Dr. Brownstein's book. I love Dr. Brownstein. It's very, very, very technical. It's very medical and science. And the Iodine Crisis talks a lot more about personal stories, what it's helped, and it gets into the Wolff-Chaikoff effect. So the way that I look at this is that what Ansel Keys did to fat is what Wolff and Chaikoff did to iodine on that same level. And not until I understood what Ansel Keys did to us, because I take it personally that we are this sick because of him, what he did to us is what Wolff and Chaikoff did to us as well. And for some people, being low carb literally saves their lives. For some people, going on iodine literally saves their lives. But it's not for everybody. And you have to be educated about this before you do it. So that's the way that I look at this. Like when I read about Wolff and Chaikoff and their crap experiments where they then claimed that iodine was dangerous for your thyroid and it caused problems with your thyroid. And then when the medical community came out and said, well, we want to remove iodine from people's diets so that our medical scans will work better. That is what set me off. I was like, no. And that's why I fell in love with everything. But Dr. Brownstein doesn't talk about that stuff in his book. At least he hasn't yet, to where I've gotten to. So the iodine crisis was a much more personal, like one-to-one. I took it. It like affected me more. So, let me see. There are studies on ascorbic acid that show that it is hard on your kidneys if you're prone to kidney stones. Yeah, be careful. So I like the whole foods. If you're keto, you could eat bell peppers. Bell peppers have a lot of really good vitamin C in them. But go with a whole food source if possible. The acerola, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. I got you down, Mary, for your offshore blue cup. Makes sense. How do you know when bromide is done detoxing? I think your symptoms just go away. And for a lot of people, they don't last super long. Like they'll last a couple of days and then they're okay. So, but the more, another one, Lynn Farrow in the group, they said Alka-Seltzer Gold, not regular Alka-Seltzer, but Alka-Seltzer Gold actually helps to support the detox as well. So I was like, okay, that was kind of interesting. So for anyone that's having detox symptoms, take the companion nutrients and see if it helps you. Amazon has a great Whole Foods vitamin C. I put a couple on my Amazon account for people to find. So that's actually what I ordered. Mine just hasn't gotten here yet. But yeah, Whole Foods vitamin C, I think, is superior. I mean, if all you can get is the stuff from Walmart, get the stuff from Walmart. You know, if you need something, then go ahead and do that. So yeah, the bromide detoxing, it doesn't take 10 years like oxalates. So that's exciting. But yeah, okay. Aren't you concerned with the vitamin C in light of what Sally Norton says about it? Again, I think it depends on the person, because Sally thoroughly and strictly believes that people do need carbs, like that you need to bring carbs back in. I tried bringing carbs back in actually because that's what Sally said that I needed to do. And I tried it. I mean, it wasn't just a whole bunch of other people saying it. I mean, Sally on my interview with her was like, you need to try. So I did. It did not go well. It really didn't go well. It didn't go well the 2 times that I did it. So she also says that we need to have carbs. I don't know. I think different people have different reactions. So I'd say try it. Try taking more vitamin C and see how you feel about it. Try taking less vitamin C and see how you feel. I think for everybody, just like with everything else with this diet, you're going to have to do an elimination. You're going to have to do an introduction. You're going to have to try some things to see if it works for you. And like Kim talked about in her interview, one thing at a time, just one. If you give up something, do not replace it with something else new that you aren't already doing, because that could confound your findings. So just change one thing. Just add just the vitamin C at a certain number, keep it there for like a week and see if you can tell a difference. So there's a lot of people saying a lot of things. And there's a lot of people that I trust that say different things. So who's right? Well, if it's working for them, then obviously they're all right because it worked for them. I just don't know who's right for me. Humans have to take vitamin C because humans don't make it in the body. You're right. We don't make it in the body. And sometimes there's enough in our food, in our meat alone. Sometimes there's enough for people. Sometimes there's not. It really depends. So figuring out for yourself what is, it was one very bad experiment. If it was one very bad experiment, talk about brain fog with carbs. Need carbs. Guess it depends on what your goals are. And that's the thing. She said that when she went low carb carnivore, She felt horrible. She had no energy, the brain fog, all of that. So she brought carbs back in and she felt immediately better, had more energy, and then lost weight. That was not my experience at all. And when I told her about it, when she came to our Mighty Network, she said, "Oh, well, that's an oxalate reaction." But I did it for a week and I was getting more and more unstable every single day. I could not be that way for my children. Like, they'd walk through the room and I would get just so on edge and so angry at them for, I don't know, breaking my bubble. No reason. That was not sustainable. So I couldn't do it. I physically, mentally could not handle the carbs. So, but I do know people who add them back in and do feel better. So I cannot discount, like, she is one of them. That's why she says, well, you need carbs. She needed carbs, and there are other people who are going to be like her that need carbs too. And I am not one of them. I do so much better when I'm not on carbs. And I get carbs from dairy. I get carbs from eggs and scallops. Oh, I love scallops. I like the way Dr. Berry puts it. There's a distribution curve for every factor. It depends on where you personally fall on the curve. It's so true. I need to get, so y'all, this is what I need. I'm going to get 2 signs. One of them is going to be the distribution curve because I use it all the time. And then the other one is going to be a sign that says it depends. And hello, Philippines. Hello, Crystal. So that's my plan, is I'm going to get these signs where I can like flip them up. Because sometimes in our group coaching, someone will ask a question and we say it depends so much. And I know that a lot of the other people on here, like, they understand. It depends. I would love to be able to tell you the answer, but until you put in the work and find out for yourself, you're not going to know. So I wish. I don't even have my crystal ball for myself. Haven't figured me out fully yet. See this? My rash is coming back out again. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's getting old. We used to call it my rainbow, but now it's getting more and more pronounced. So, and all I had was coffee. This is just coffee. So maybe I have to give up coffee again. Maybe the coffee is starting to affect me. I don't know. It's weird. Late again. Yeah, I'm going to get off here in just a few minutes. Sorry. You can watch the replay. Okay. I have the orders for the Stuff and Stuff. Tanya Unicorn. I love that name. That's so cute. Mary. So do me a favor and email me one word, carnivoresangel@gmail.com, so that I can add you to my email list. And then when they come in, I'll email you and let you know that it's in, and then how you can pay us, and then we'll ship it to you. So, okay. Nisha went live, so we should get off of here so we can go watch Nisha. She has been live for 8 whole minutes, so we should go do that. It's hard trying to trust what people say when there's so much diversity. I wish there was a one-size-fits-all fix. Yeah. Much work to figure out what works for you as an individual. We got to put in the time, whether you're paying for someone else to guide you through this or you're doing it on your own. It requires compliance. It requires sleuthing out what works for you. It requires a lot of work on your part. Unfortunately, nothing, I love the way Kim said it, nothing in this life is easy. Your marriage, you have to work on it. Your children, you have to raise them, and it's work. Your job, you have to work. Like, nothing is just super easy for you. So sometimes we got to work on it. So we're going to work on it together. I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go hop on Nisha's live and go watch her. Yes, I will. I'll put it in the chat if I spell it right. Carnivore's Angel, I capitalize the A just so that you can see the distinction between the two, at gmail.com. Oh, Wendy, you want an offshore blue too? Okay. I have my little scratch. I gotta go try to find Myrick. I can't find Myrick, guys. I've been trying to find him for 2 days and I can't find him. I'm gonna start a Where's Waldo? Where's Myrick? I'm gonna go call that man here in a minute because he wants one, but he's not answering me. So yeah. Didn't get the text either for Nisha. Yeah, it's on Instagram. It just popped up. It says what, 9 minutes ago? 10 minutes ago. So she's been on for 10 minutes. So we're gonna get off now. And we're gonna go watch Nisha. So I love you guys. I'll see ya over on Instagram here in just a minute.